That's her. We are back. We are back. We are back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the young and the old. I so appreciate y'all coming on here for the Philly Hot. But I have here, I have Chef Lamont here. Yeah, please. Chef Lamont, I'm sorry. Gee, I got a lot going on. So please, oh, matter of fact, hey everybody, how are y'all doing? I so appreciate, y'all being here. Gee, we got a lot going on. But I have Chef Lamont. He is the chef. He is the owner, the proud black owner, proud Chester own from Teasing Your Taste Buds Catering. I got to get that catering part because I forgot the catering. But thank you for coming on here, going through the traffic. It's a lot going on, but I appreciate it. Yeah, so how have you been, or how are you doing?
Well, it's a beautiful day, and the sun is shining, the skies are blue, birds are singing. I'm here with you.
Oh, look at him. He's so romantic. I knew it when I seen him. I said, that man is romantic. But let me tell you why I have you back here again. For those who don't remember, when you first came, we were under Live and Direct. Which is still under the umbrella of Philly Hot Radio, and we were talking about your food and your life and everything. And I brought you back because we did something last Saturday, yes, feeding the less fortunate. And what I love is that a lot of the homeless people came up. They love the food. They made a big stink about the food, and even was appreciative. I like that. They were appreciative that you even came to serve them. How did that feel?
Well, it felt great. It's always good and feels great to give back to people who are less fortunate yourself, because on a real note, that could be me out there, my mother, my father, or my children. And I would want somebody to show them that same type of compassion. We don't know people's story. We don't know how they got there. So we cannot, always judge people on their circumstances. Their circumstances could have led them to that. There was no fault of their own.
Right.
Or even due to financial standards or environmental, So we always can't judge people by, their downfalls, or they're there because of that. So we try to be humble and help those, because that could be us one day.
It's interesting that you say that. I watched YouTube videos that were shared, and a young man was saying how he chose. Now, he's an exception. Don't get me wrong. There are people who choose to be out in the street. He chose to be out in the street. But there are those that don't choose to. Like you said, circumstances come and hit them, and they're out there. But what I found interesting was, and I think I shared this a lot, how we need to watch how we are judging people, is that there was a young man, real short. He was standing outside of a Dunkin' Donuts, and I couldn't make out what he was saying, but I could see his lips, and I could see people rushing by him real fast. Right. And I think I'm sitting here thinking wow, that's interesting how they act like they don't know him. Right. But you got to remember Sylvester Stallone, Jewel, Halle Berry, Michael Collier, all these celebrities, all these singers, all these actors, all these actresses were once homeless. All the ones that they can't wait to be around are just like the ones that they are bypassing on the street. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And it was it really hurt me to know that as soon as they blow up, now you want their attention. Right. But while they're on the corner, right, that's your chance to help them get to the place where they need to be.
I believe even Whoopi Goldberg was homeless one time in Balboa Park in San Diego.
There's a lot of them, but we take the time to walk by them as if they are, useless, and they aren't. But moving forward, let's talk about your catering business. How's that going? Because I heard the food was dynamite.
Well, the catering business it fluctuates in time, different times of the year. Now, the time right about now is going to start picking up. Graduation parties coming up. Weddings, and a lot of outdoor events are coming. So now we have this 33 by 33 by 60-foot
apartment.
No, it's it looks like an apartment. It looks actually like a miniature house.
Yeah, it does.
It's a mobile catering hall where we can take and have your event at the park, on the beach, or in an open field venue, and it blows up. We just got it today. It just got shipped in from China, from Chinsu province, China. We had them custom made. So we're excited about that. We're looking to have an open house April 27th.
Okay.
At Memorial Park in Chester. So we're going to have light refreshments, and we're just going to invite people out to come out and take a look. And maybe they might get interested in wanting to have a wedding there, or a business meeting in the park, or some type of reception, even a repast. You know, it doesn't. You know, no matter. We're just trying to accommodate different people for different type of venues, because sometimes you can't always get a catering hall.
Right.
So we're trying to look to expand our brand by bringing our hall to you and offer you a little bit more than what the next caterer may have.
That is something that, because venue is kind of tight at the last moment,
Right.
Trying to find something. Is it perfect fit? And I like that idea because that is kind of different. So let me ask you this. Someone is watching, someone is listening, how can they reach you to say, hey, I want that?
Okay, you can reach me on Facebook, facebook.com/teasing your taste buds catering. And there's also a button where you can book us. It's called a book button. You can book us, and you can also leave us a message. Or you can call us, 610-800-6788.
Okay, all right. Now, that's not my number, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not cooking anything. I would taste test. Matter of fact, how about if you need anybody to taste test? I mean, I got to see the queen over there, but if she ever just feels like, I just can't do it right now. She's sick. She might be sick later, just tired, just drained. I mean, am I leaving enough, if I dropping enough hints over here?
We can make that happen.
Okay, good. Every once somebody lick the bowl, just try the food out.
We make that cake mix.
Gluttonous over here.
There you go. We got you covered.
Thank you.
You're always willing to give that hug on the inside.
Yeah, and I like that slogan. Where did you get that from?
Well, it just popped up to me how people say, how you feel warm and fuzzy inside when you meet some that special girl or special guy make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Well, I want to give you something to eat that's going to give you that hug on the inside. It's like, like this.
But on the innocent side. And I think last week a lot of people actually, I can honestly say it wasn't so much that it was food, but it was an actual hug, because the way they came back to like, even the few people that say, I didn't want, the toiletries, they didn't want this, they just wanted to come back and let you know, man, that food was good, and they really felt good, and to know that somebody took the time. And I'm not saying all the people that give out to the community don't take their time. I'm just saying that when somebody comes back that doesn't have as much as we do, and they acknowledge that what you did, they're appreciative of.
Right.
How did that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. Like I said, once again, that could be me out there, and just wanted to show you that type of compassion and let you know that someone do care about you. Someone does love you, So yeah, it made me feel great.
Good. But we got a special coming up, May the 4th.
May the 4th, we're gonna do pancakes in the park. Pancakes in the park, and I'm excited about that.
Are we doing actual pancakes? Can we just slide some waffles, some French toast?
No, we probably can make that happen.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Well, anything we
can make it happen.
Okay, but the goal is to actually service the less fortunate. Even though I sit here joking, the whole concept is just to cater to those. And as you put it, you don't even have to be homeless.
That's right.
That's
right. You don't have to be homeless. If you want to come and eat and sit down and talk with us, a lot of times we do this. We serve people like Super Saturdays. We serve people and we play music, and just to get them off their troubles for them 1 or 2 hours. They take their mind off their troubles. We have people come out there who tell us. It's like being a bartender. People come to the bar and they tell you their stories, their problems, and you sit and you share with them. We laugh. We even cry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the sense they got someone they know they can talk to. And we took their mind off their problems for that 1 or 2 hours that we're out there. And you never know, they might leave from us and have a better day.
Right.
So that's what it's all about. Making someone feel good about themselves. Let them know that someone does love them.
So you also have a food outreach that you do as well in Chester. Right. Chester owned, giving back to, is it just Chester or is it?
Well, right now it's Chester, but coming to Philadelphia, I did it once in Philadelphia. I'm planning on going to Baltimore, Maryland to meet with a bunch of DJ friends I have down there. Mm-hmm. And we're going to, serve food to the homeless, and we're going to rock out on the decks, play some house music, and just get everybody involved, in the community-wise. It's more like a community-based initiative to try to, to help people, support those who don't have. Even the little kids, give them something to look forward to, because like our little children nowadays, they don't see enough good, positive things. So what we're trying to do is bring that sense of love that we have. We're kids.
Right.
So these kids have something to look forward to. The guys out of Rough Riders Radio, DJ Connection in Baltimore, they reached out to me and said, hey, Chef Lamont, we see what you're doing up there in Chester, Philly. Come on down and hang out with us. So I'm looking for a confirmation date. And we're going to go out to Baltimore. We're going to take Super Saturdays on the road.
So when is Super Saturdays?
Super Saturdays is an event that I host from Daylight Savings Time to Daylight Savings Time. So it's every Saturday during the winter months. Mm-hmm. And planning on doing it, I want to do it all year round now. Also, I want to plan on doing where, when I'm not catering, each month, in the middle of the month, I have a birthday cake, and we're going to celebrate that birthday month. So our birthday month, it's in that, day's birthday, that month, they come out, hang out with us, and get a piece of cake. So I had a birthday that day, well, look, come on over here with us, we're going to be here that day. And we got a piece of cake, we're going to dance, we're going to sing, have a great time.
Well, let me ask you this. What if your birthday's every month?
Well, the first person I find birthday every month, you're phenomenal. You're phenomenal.
Well, I was sort of kind of born on every. I came and I was like, no. I didn't like January. No, I didn't like February. No, March. No, and then I decided, let me stick with January.
Well, miracles right there. That's a good one. But like I said, we like to give back to the community. I'm not a rich person, and I don't claim to be rich, but what I do have, I'm willing to share because I can't take it with me.
Correct. Yeah.
So I'm just willing to always give back, especially for the children, man. I have a real soft spot in my heart for children. I love children. So I always try to do things for them because of my childhood. I lived on the street where all the neighbors took care of me. If my mom and dad was at home, I'd go to one of the neighbors' house, do my homework, get dinner, in the shower. Or if I did something wrong, I know one of the neighbors would warm me up until mom and dad get home. So we just try to bring back that love that I seen in the 70s, in the 80s.
Right.
Especially for the children. So I like during the school time, back to school time, we hosted an event called the Summer Jammy Jam. We had a moon bounce out there this past summer. Mm-hmm. We had a rabbit out there, so the kids never seen a rabbit before. They got to touch a live rabbit.
Yeah.
We had hot dogs out there singing. We had the Queen Cancer Diva, little girl. She's doing good things. You ever get a chance?
Check her out.
Show.
Okay. All right.
The Cancer Queen Diva. I mean, she's been going around. I think she just did a trip over Paris. And she's just trying to do things for the children. She's about maybe 10 years old.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
So you got a lot. Every Saturday you give out. And here's the thing. Like you said, you're not rich. And it's interesting how those that barely have, when they give away, it just seems like you appreciate more.
Yes.
I don't know where that comes from, but I pretty much, I love what you're doing. I do, to give back. I'm hoping everyone that does. But let me ask you this one more time.
Sure.
Because someone missed it. Someone needs to go grab a pen. They need to put their phone on record. Someone is itching to come in, not even volunteer, but a financial blessing. Every little bit counts. So how can they contribute to you? How do they reach you?
Okay, they can reach me, once again, they can reach me by my catering page, facebook.com/Teasing Your Taste Buds Catering. Also, I have a GoFundMe page. It's Super Saturdays, SOUPER Saturdays. Any donation is a good donation because your donation help me keep these programs going. Super Saturdays, pop-up buffets, summer movie nights.
Oh, okay.
Summer movie night. So your donation does go to where I say it goes to. And I'm very transparent in everything I do.
Now, let me say this. I can co-sign last Saturday. You had a nice spread. You had all types of bread for those that were in need. We had muffins donated
Oh,
from
yeah.
Swiss House Bakery.
Yes.
They literally came. They hand delivered those. Then it was a gentleman. There was an organization on the other side of the park that had some donuts that came over. But
Yes.
you came with a nice spread, and you provided music. And it was amazing to see some of the people dancing as they
Yes.
came to the food. I mean, let me say that when I reached out to you, I was a little hesitant, and then I was thinking, hey, I gotta wait all day. But let me say thank you, because when I reached out, it was automatic. It wasn't a hemming and a hawing. It wasn't, let me think about it. I gotta get with my queen. It was okay. And you came and you gave the spread. And I so appreciate everything that you did, from coming down to supporting, to the food, to serving, your politeness, the music, the tribute, to everything. I mean, on behalf of those that probably didn't say thank you, and I can say a lot of them did, thank you. I really, and I'm looking at Queen over here, and she has herself. I'm gonna say this off the air. She better appreciate her man.
But you know what? That's my piece right there.
Yes,
That's
because
my piece. Like,
that's an awesome man
When, at the
that
end
you
of the
have
day,
been
when
blessed
when
with.
all the troubles come down on me, this is my piece.
That's right. Because she has, and I'm not just saying it because actually I really don't even know her. To be honest, I've just seen her in your presence, and I'm just saying, like, good when you see good. So
That's Mrs. Chef Lamont.
that's Mrs. Chef Lamont in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I can't put her on the camera because she's not even in my view, but she's over here, and I thank you so much for supporting. Your king over here, for helping him, not just financial. It's not so much of financial all the time. It's women. These women, y'all need to be supporting your men, not being a headache to their. Being a helpmate as it's supposed to
Exactly.
be, not a hindrance, not her,
Mentally.
mentally. Yes, all that nagging and stuff. Yeah, and I'm not saying all of you do, but please stop. If you are,
I'm gonna
please
share
stop.
something with you. I'm gonna share something with you.
Hey, Queen.
When I first met her, I didn't like her. Literally, I did not like her. I thought she was crazy. I thought something was wrong with her. I did not like her.
Can I go off the air for that one?
No, it's true.
His views are not my views.
It's true, because sometimes in a relationship, we take a look at the outer structure of a person.
Yeah,
All the frame and all that. No.
it's the inner.
She came to my house to a barbecue. And I don't let no one do anything for me. Nothing. Not even my parents. So I'm in the house washing dishes. I'm outside cooking. I'm outside make sure, all right. And then I come in the house, and she's washing dishes in my house. And I became furious. I said to my mom, hey, look, she's washing dishes. Don't look at my house washing dishes. My mom said, let her go. Let her go. I was still furious about it. By the time I went back outside, she had the kitchen cleaned up. She had the dining room straightened back up. The living room straightened up. And I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. You know what? You want to be the woman in the house? Fine. There you go. You got that time. But we did, one day we went to church, and we had to do a show, an audio setup for someone. And she helped me. And we did a school party. I'm loading stuff up. I looked down the hallway. She had speakers on the shoulder. I'm like, okay. She put all my stuff together back to the house.
Wow.
And that day, every DJ around the world shed a tear, because she put all the equipment back up like it was supposed to be. She said, the only thing I didn't know how to do is put the wires.
But she did enough.
She did it.
She did enough. But you know what I find interesting, because most people would have, instead of saying, okay, she did this, this, and this, because she didn't have to, that one thing that she didn't do is the one thing that most people focus on. They don't focus on the 99 things that you do. It's that one thing that you didn't do. There's some, well, Dad, why didn't you put that?
Right. And when I say about being nothing but peace, I'm a disabled veteran. So I suffer from PTSD and depression. And my body is so trained to only sleep 4 hours at a time. Since I met her, she laid down next to me. I sleep all the way through the night. All the way, a good night's sleep. And sometimes,
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but
it takes,
you know what?
it takes someone to love you for
who you are.
and not for what you do.
Isn't that beautiful? To look at your flaws and say, you know what, in spite of your flaws, because here's the thing, I got my own. So it's not like I don't have any flaws, but to look past your flaws and to say, I love you anyway. That's love. Yeah. That's love, Chef Lamont. Go ahead, man. Yeah, but trust me, she messes up. I got you. But we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about that one. Yeah, she good. Oh yeah, and she know it, and she knows she got a real good man over here.
It's not always rainbows and unicorns and
Got
flowers.
it, but she's there.
Sometimes the storm comes, and you know what? She's weathering the storm with me.
Yep.
Right now, we got a storm going. She didn't jump ship. She battened down the hatches. Said, "Hold on," and we riding that wave together.
That's relationships. We don't have that. I thank you so much, Queen. I thank you.
Come July 20th.
I thank
Come
you.
July 20th, we jump on the broomstick.
Y'all jumping?
Jump on the broomstick.
I mean, if y'all need somebody, you know, to help with the honeymoon, like you, I could squeeze in a. Now I ain't gonna be in your room, but I could squeeze in a suitcase now. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're really making it. Where she's already Mrs. Chef in my heart. I asked God for it. I claimed it. But we're doing our African thing. We're jumping the broomstick.
Thank you. Dad, you gonna have us over here
I'm
crying.
grateful and I'm thankful. You know, when they say, you know, you're highly favored, man, God looked out for me. So
He sure did.
Big shout out to God.
He sure did. So before we wrap this up, because I do appreciate y'all taking the time to come through here. How can they reach you?
Once again, Facebook.com/teasing your taste buds catering. Or you can reach me at GoFundMe, Super Saturdays, SOUPR Saturdays. Any donation is a good donation because your donations will help me keep these programs going.
Thank you so much, Chef Lamont.
It's always a pleasure to be
Thank
here.
you, Queen Chef. Am I saying Chef Lamont or am I saying Chef? Chef? Because I don't know. I want to make sure I'm getting it correct. Yes, Queen, you can, excuse
And
me.
I want to support those. Who support us. We have to support black business because we really can't get support from outside like we want.
Yeah, we don't.
So if we support each other,
Yes.
man, we can stop the moon. We want to stop the sun. So
Yes. So
I thank you for having me on. Thanks for having us
I
on.
thank y'all for coming out here. I really do. I really do appreciate all that you do out in the streets. I do. And it's not easy supporting a family and supporting the community. But I've always told people when you're doing something that you love, there's a difference. You really don't care because it comes back. It really does.
Right.
So she's over here.
It's like a job and a career.
She's
A
just
job
like,
is something you do. A career is something you love. And this is my career. Fate knows who are less fortunate because I love what I do.
Yeah, so I really do. Like, you got a real, and I know you hear that. Chef, matter of fact, I was on her. Let me get on you. If I ever, you need my elbow, Queen.
I know everybody know I walk out good.
You need my elbow. Oh, okay, don't you mess up, Mr. Chef. Cause
He already know what to do.
Mr. Chef.
I know.
Okay,
I don't want no smoke.
Go around.
cause we ain't messing up
I don't want no
nothing. We
smoke.
don't mess up nothing God gave.
No, most definitely not.
So, but I thank y'all for tuning in. I have another guest coming on here, and we can wrap this up. But I'm gonna put some music on here, take a pause for the calls, but we'll get back. But y'all stay tuned for more for Teasing Your Taste Buds Catering.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is. So in the meantime.